Hey guys, welcome back to some companions. Today's video, we're going to be doing a couple summons in here. Want to give you an update to the Abyssal Expedition, but also look at what is coming and what did come with the patch itself. So overall, with the patch, we do have the ability to summon some different heroes. So it did update everything. And right there is the new hero, which we know is the Hippo. Now this hero preventing the enemies from doing the ult, but also a mana battery. Now, one good thing with him is you don't need a ton of summons. You don't need a ton of copies for him to be very effective, very similar to Mortis and a couple other heroes. Having him built up doesn't require a huge investment to actually build him out. Now, of course, they did also change, and I don't know if it's for better or worse, the Destiny summon. So in here, you can choose which hero you do want to choose, what hero you want to pick out of here. For me, honestly, the choice would be either being the Lightbearer Thane, or it would be Chimera, depending on who you're building. Now, the big reason is Thane does require a very big investment. But again, thinking of old school AFK Arena, the original version of Thane with the plus 30 signature item was an absolute monster to deal with. I don't know if that's going to be the exact same fact, but I did choose Chimera out of here. That is the one that I went for. There you go, summon 60 times to get Chimera. So they didn't release a new hero in here, but they did allow you to choose which hero you want to summon. I like that a lot better, especially if you're at the point where you're getting some of these heroes. You've started building quite a few of them. And you'll also notice in here that there is a summoning card which allows you to choose. I like this, even though we never get anywhere near any amount of summons to be able to do really anything within here. Because you're thinking that's 240 summons with our Noble Tavern Destiny summon vouchers. They're super rare to come by. We don't get enough of them in a regular season. Even if you're buying things in here, you don't get enough of these. And they did add in this pack, which of course is going to give you a lot of summons, but it comes with a price. We're not putting anything else into AFK companions at this point, just really holding tight, seeing exactly what the fate of this game is going to be in the future. We did pick up the travel notes, which is almost done. We picked up a couple little packs, including the monthly pack, but monthly pack has a couple more days. So we're about 30 days, because I know we bought this when it started. So we're about 26 days into AFK companions, still sitting in chapter 22. Now, most of you are aware at this point that literally it is a wall that players have hit. They haven't been able to make any progression at all because they're lacking a lot of heroes. The only players that I see that are pushing much faster are either grinding out an incredible amount of content, or they're doing purchases within the game themselves to make a little bit of faster advancement going through here, which again, there's nothing wrong with it, but overall making and dragging, really putting new players through this seems like it's a lot. I know we're getting daily rewards, we're getting boss rewards, we're also getting some advancement rewards going through here. But it's been a while since we've been able to make and really grind out a lot of content. And the big thing is we're missing essence. We are also missing copies, like we've said before, of some of those key heroes. So I want to hop in. I want to do a couple summons, like I said earlier, see if we can make a lot of progression. And even looking at some of the different modes, like the Battle Pass, where it has me go through and actually finish out a stage within both places. So I believe within the travel notes, it has me finish out victory in the campaign, victory in the Forked Fate. I haven't been able to make any progression in here, guys. I've tried a ton of different formations, went through auto, tried this even when I was at work today. We are kind of stuck until we do get a little bit more essence and making a little bit more progression in here. Now, bounty board, again, this is something where absolutely need to get some more of the essence out of here. Gold out of this game is just insane. It's crazy how much gold we're getting. I'm hoping there's a point that we're actually going to be able to use it, but I caught up everything. We got the Dream Realm. I'm not sure. I think Reset today was a new boss. So you can see right here, we do have a new boss in here. Hopefully make a little bit more progression, but also within the guild boss, we've been fighting out the guild boss. We're already in phase 6 right here, or phase 8, excuse me. So making a lot more progression. And then, of course, the Abyssal Expedition. So the Vault of Time, you only have 3 more days left. Now, also remember, Season 2 is on the horizon. We have already went through and almost completed Season 1 in the entirety. Season 2 is right on the horizon. And honestly, going in here, I was hoping we'd have a lot more rewards. It seems like kind of how they piecemeal these in. Not a lot of resources out of this game mode, but we're getting to the point where we do have, and we're making a lot more progression. You can see they've already killed the boss, and a couple players and a couple guilds have killed the boss in their entirety. We had 3 day or 3 hours right there. We're starting to build up all of these Dur's Fortitude, and we're almost complete. So once I do acquire my 5 mythic blessed relics, I'm going to go ahead, reach core with everything else, and then we will be, that's right, up to our final level of Prince. We'll be done with that one. Very cool that we're getting and really just farming it. Now, the boss itself is pretty tough. We have been kind of struggling with damage. It looks like we've done quite a bit more damage in here, but it seems like some of the very early players that got a jump on the boss or got the ability to get relics early makes a big difference with Essence, which of course in turn allows you to do a lot more damage. Now we do have to kill, and I don't know if you have to go through and farm and kill all of these out, if you just have to straight up kill the boss and then go ahead and kill the rest of them. Don't think there's anything else, but going in here, we've been doing pretty well, even with all of the players. Most of them, I mean, we have 2, kind of 3 that have been semi-AFK. Looks like some Viscounts in here, but most of us doing pretty well, making a lot of progression through everything in here. It's cool to see. And you'll also notice we have 28 of 30. That's right. If you want to join the guild, I did, and I know how to now remove people within the guild itself. So we did remove 2 people in there that were inactive, that were really dragging us down. Could have made a lot more progression with about the 5 that are in there. Again, not making and pushing a lot of progression. Now in the bag, of course, we're just using and really utilizing anything we're getting every single day coming in here. Nothing too groundbreaking right now as far as companions. Again, a lot of players are really liking it. I don't know at what point and what players are thinking outside of myself. Me, I'm enjoying it. The question is, and a lot of players, again, are kind of seeing, at what point do you kind of get burnt out? What point do you kind of see a lot of the same content or a lot of the reverberated content that we're kind of seeing? Now, we've also noticed this when it comes to a couple different places. Is, for instance, they copied Sonya from the classic version over to the companions. Now they have copied Sonya over to AFK Journey. So they've just been recycling all of these heroes with their skills and abilities in a lot of different game modes. And I know some players that don't play the crossover games or don't have, different heroes, different play. Like I've played Journey for a while. I played now this for a while. So there's been a lot of just different crossovers between the game that's almost keeping them from building new heroes, which I don't know exactly what Lilith is doing with that. But it seems like between all 3 games, they are just revolving a lot of content and even very similar content, which again, I don't know, but it looks like, guys, right here, we're going to finish out Grizel, and there we go. Grez goes to Ascended. Now, of course, we do want to build him up a little bit further because he does have the ability to actually go in there, and I believe that's my 7th Ascended, but he does have the Divine ability. So as we continue to build him up a little bit further, Divine ability is going to be available on there. Now, right now, we're focusing on Chimera. Rowan is going a little bit higher, and we're systematically going through with all of the primordial amplifying in the red chest that we get, systematically going through and just building these out one by one by one. And even here, Grez with a 20 does very well. Don't really need a 30 on Grez. A 20 on there does pretty well. And then, of course, the Divine ability is going to make a big difference as we continue summons, as we continue getting more copies of these heroes in general. We can build them out a little bit further. We finally finished out Iran as well. So he actually went up to 5 stars. So he is done in the entirety. Of course, Divine ability here is not unlocked. But when we do get to the point of unlocking that Divine ability, we already have them done. And the same with a couple other heroes, including Leica. Once the Divine ability is added, we already have her at 4 stars. This is the reason I know a lot of players have said, build these heroes out and build them out within the wish list. Take them to 5 stars before you replace them. So I did, when I get Iran up to 5 stars, I did pop Nevi in there. You can see we have Nevi in there that we're building out right now. We also do have Leica already to Ascended. We have Mishka already to Ascended. And now I have focused on, and we're building out, just need more resources. Building out Tassie. We'll take Tassie to Ascended. Then I'm assuming it's going to be Gorvo. And guess what? That is going to be the 5 Ascended Wilders we need to unlock the Awakened version of Solus. Going to have that pretty soon. And then double Ascended here. We already have double Ascended here. And let's not talk about this because it does really suck that we're still not getting anything for the Maulers. And Maulers have been the absolute struggle when it comes to the Mauler Tower. But I'm hoping to change that up in a little bit. Sorry, guys. So definitely had a couple little updates in here, especially with Aziz coming over. And again, just kind of recycling the same AFK Arena classic heroes that we've seen. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.